My name is Cam. I am the patient care navigator for the MOUD program, which stands for Medications for Opioid Use Disorder. So it's our addiction medicine program at Health Point. My role includes doing a lot of outreach to encampments on the street, to people who maybe are not as easily able to get into a clinic for care. I really love the population that I get to work with, and I really like people who live outside, and I like getting to spend time with them and build relationships with them, and be part of whatever that next change in their life is to reach their own goals. I love being a part of that and being able to support people. I have a big backpack full of supplies, and I'll make sure that's all organized and put together. And then I'll just walk up and I just start announcing myself, hey, outreach is here, I've got supplies, just so that people know, I'm not trying to walk into their home without an invite. And it usually opens up a good opportunity to talk about some risk reduction strategy. Sometimes they'll be like, why do you give this thing out? I can't believe you give this out, or something. And I'll be like, well, because this is, it reduces this risk, and if you do it this way, it'll make this safer. It's a good opportunity to have those conversations. But I also bring out things like tents and tarps and things that make it a little easier to live outside. Buprenorphine is a medication that we give people that allows them to start to rebuild some other areas of their life while not needing to worry about withdrawal symptoms and managing those, and reduces cravings. It makes it a lot easier to maybe start to change some drug using behavior, whereas naloxone exists for someone who maybe is still using drugs, so that we can keep people alive and healthy and safe. I think the things that give me hope about overdose prevention are really rooted in a lot of the movement to make naloxone available to people more broadly, more easily, more cheaply. I noticed that there's many more harm reduction focused organizations that are maybe doing a wider variety of things other than just syringe exchange. And I think that that's really going to be a major part of making things a little bit better for people who that use drugs. The most important thing I would want them to take away is that they can get Narcan, they can learn how to use it. The CDC found that the more Narcan was in a community, the fewer people died of an overdose. It sounds obvious, but it's really that concrete. And so I think the more people that are carrying Narcan in their daily lives, able to respond if they find somebody who's in trouble, I think is a great thing that people can do to be a part of making our world a lot safer and healthier for people. I think it's important to remember that people that use drugs are nice people. They're people that we like, we love them. We might not know who they all are. And so it's really important that we change the language to talking about people who are just members of our community who happen to use a substance, and thinking about it more as a public health or a health issue over thinking about drug use as a criminal issue.